Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Utes will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Utah Utes offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick handoff. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Pocket starts to collapse. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the Utes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Colorado's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
The Buffaloes want to move quickly. To the air, it's Sanders. Makes his connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. He's got his man, makes the grab. Oh my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. They're trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The inside handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Grab near the marker is King. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Back to throw, it's Rising. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to power their way ahead. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this run.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Parks. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Movement here from the tight end. The play action fake. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and goal. The back goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's rising. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utes. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the defender. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. They'll go right back to him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line, and the coverage team able to make the tackle. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Fires to the tight end. Tackled, but he has a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up second down.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
7, Colorado 3.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wants to throw. It's rising. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Utah! And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Gets it out fast. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They'll run it to the right side. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Field goal is good.
Utah 14, Colorado 6.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Rising. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Now on the option. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
He'll pull it on the read. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to pass. It's rising. Makes the grab on the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He'll keep it himself. And it's slipped out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Grabbed on the outside, it's King. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Bernard. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another 1st down on this drive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Utes are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's rising. He caught it, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Forward, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 36 sets a kickoff.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Horn. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Touchdown. Colorado. Number 10 with the catch in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Just steamrolling the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Horn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking for a man. It's Sanders. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Looking to throw at Sanders. He makes the connection. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying play action. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
21, Colorado, 19.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Gonna run it. It's Bernard. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Tackle is made at the 7-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air. It's Rising. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Utah! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. As you can tell, the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Makes the grab down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
We'll give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Coming after him. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Horn. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Rising. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
42. Brings up 2nd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll do it himself. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keithy. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll line up to go for two. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Rising. Into the end zone he goes for the two, and now they lead by 3 possessions. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Ball in the air, intercepted! Touchdown, Utah! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Number 9.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes Utah 49.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6.
Set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To throw, it's Sanders. This time he's got it.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buffaloes are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Horn.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air, it's Sanders. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Looking for the score. Caught close to the marker. It's Hunter. Touchdown, Buffs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Bernard. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's brought down at the 38. Brings up 3rd down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. It's Rising. Takes the easy one to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Utes have a 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Utes! And the route is on. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Colorado, 25.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
He looks that one in nicely. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, Colorado.